Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Mainframe Defenders. In the last episode, we reached Tier 2. We're about to do the third mission herein. And our squad has come into their own, I feel, with the roles I'm intending them to play and the equipment I'm intending them to use kind of beginning to solidify, as it were. Let's do a quick summary of our units, and then we'll go ahead and begin the prep and start up the next 3 episodes. Or 3 missions. So here we go. Gabriel is one of our DPS units. Actually, technically they all are DPS. some have a secondary role, but it's important that most of these units also contribute to the combat in some capacity. Gabriel is wielding burst weaponry with a plasma autocannon. To help with the plasma residue and potential heat problems that would generate, we have a nullifier in effect on him, which gets rid of all negative status effects that can be cleansed at the end of his round. Repeater to make it shoot one more time, and an adaptive sensor to give it a chance to crit with additional damage done to it when it crits. And we've added a little bit more damage to what he does with that plasma cannon. Raphael is still using the broadsword that we had acquired, that he came with early game. The immobilization's very useful, and a javelin as well. He's generating quite a bit of heat, which is why he's got a heat sink, and he wants to generate that bit of heat because we want to use the javelin and have that damage increase with this. He's using Biosteel armor. That -5 heat is going to counteract the +5 heat he gains from his Tier 1 upgrade that we gave him of a 6-second move range increase. He's acting as a tank of sorts because of the +2 armor, and his extra movement lets me move him around to tank if I need to do that with him. But he's still rather fragile, all things considered. +2 armor isn't that much armor to have. Michael is our support character, currently using a Moritz gun. We tried out the ray gun, and it's just not going to work in the end, so it ended up getting vendored. He's got a repair kit, a power bank, and an overclocking kit. We're going to have an interesting choice to make because we picked up a welding kit at the end of the last episode, which is another healing item and also gets rid of a bit of heat. He's got +1 action point at the cost of losing max heat, so he doesn't really want to fire the Moritz gun all too often. Well, we'll get to what we're planning on ahead. Oh, and for his other upgrade, for Tier 1 upgrade, he is repairing, well, all the units in the squad heal 1 hit point each turn. Lastly, we have Lucifer, who's using an acid splasher. This is because of all the heat things he's got going on. We want him to either fire multiple times on a single target to put an incredible amount of heat on it, or +2 attacks is good in order to, rather a burst weapon is good, even with just 2 attacks, especially because of the AoE this weapon has, to potentially put a good amount of heat and corruption, mostly just heat, on a group of targets. He has 2 thermal ammos to increase the amount of heat he does by 40, and an extra 10 heat. So 50 per attack. That's 100 heat given to a unit with the acid splasher, and an AoE as well, and a little bit of corrosion added to the mix. He's also using repair gel at this moment. He's got +10 max life, and heals 2 hit points a turn. We've got +5 min damage on all our weaponry, and if an enemy has a status effect, any status effect on them, they will take 8 additional heat. Alright, that's it for a summary. Let's go ahead now and figure out what we're doing with this welding kit and or these pieces of gear. So, viewer, I'm thinking that we drop the overclocking kit. Either we drop the overclocking kit to make room for the welding kit, Or we drop the Moritz gun for the welding kit, is what I feel that we want to do. We either convert Michael to only support, or we allow him to have the option of a gun, and he can welding kit, and I want him to have both of these. I don't want him to have just one. But I like the power bank, especially because we vendored, maybe I shouldn't have done that, the unstable reactor. So the only issue with this is that +1 AP is not really being put to... It's being put to use when we need the power bank, but otherwise it's something Michael's just holding on to. We'll go with this. We'll keep an eye open for a 1 AP weapon of some sort in the future. I've been thinking of giving Lucifer the overclocking kit, but not at this moment. While we'll do a little bit of damage with the acid splasher, we have to get the heat up on him to do so, which we can do with the power bank. But, well, I'd rather not just use the power bank to get +7 damage on him. For our missions, we do have this Dragvindel that I've never actually used on a squad, so I'm thinking we're going to aim for this and give this to Lucifer, and he'll drop his AoE weapon. I know that's awkward, it's very awkward, but if we give him that, we could also drop the repair gel and give him the overclocking module, and that weapon suddenly he becomes a high damage unit. We could also instead give it to Gabriel, perhaps. Drop the adaptive sensor, give Gabriel the overclocking kit, but then Gabriel's looking at, we would replace the plasma autocannon, which means we would drop the nullifier also off of him for that combination. But then we have another unit that has to really worry about heat. Well, it's something I can think about. In the meantime, I think we will vendor the overclocking kit. We're also going to vendor the repair matrix. I want Matter to upgrade Gabriel again. And since we're not using cooldown weaponry, right, the what's this called again? Dragvindel does not have a cooldown associated with it. So I think we do give him +5 armor. Okay, we're probably going to be looking to build this heat sink soon. We could give that to Raphael and then move the +40 heat sink maybe to Gabriel, depending upon our heat needs. We had improved cooling before and I didn't take it thinking we wouldn't need it, but now with this new yellow weapon, it's going to be tempting to take it. Anyway, let's go ahead and start the mission. I've already looked at all of these. Well, we haven't looked at them together, so I guess we'll look at them together. But I am going to go for the Dragvindel. So, all these missions have good matter in them, except the hard missions, which have decreased amounts. But we're doing another Repel the Assault, a harder Repel the Assault. This is going to be tricky. For 87 matter, and we know there's a little bit of matter in the mission. We're not fast, so getting to that matter and claiming it's going to be tricky. Hopefully we can get at least 2 when we're in here for an extra 20 matter or so. In any case, the matter rewards on all the other missions are pretty decent. And as for the items, a Stinger is nice. 1 turn cooldown, 10 heat, hits twice, always crits, does then 7 through 10 damage at range 5. Respectable. If you had some sort of stats effect weapon, this would apply to, oh my goodness, Tim. Speaking, can you speak today? This would apply to those debuffs to the target, but this would go on Michael, who doesn't apply any debuffs to a target. So much for that. We're not looking at dealing incredible crit damage at this moment. We don't have anyone who reliably crits, so Structure Analyzer is off the table. Enforcer's an interesting weapon. 5 damage, can crit, small range, shoots back 2 times, not a good amount of heat, only costs 1 AP. If we were looking to give a different type of weapon, actually with 1 AP, maybe we do this mission. I didn't realize it's only 1 AP to fire this weapon. And there's no cooldown on it. No, I still think we go for the Dragvendil. I've never used this weapon before, and I like... Oh, Tim! You can't give this to... you can't give this to either of your units. The only one who can use the Dragvendil is Michael, because it's 3 AP to fire the weapon, and I don't have something that gives us +1 AP. Okay, good thing I just saw that. So we're changing our tactics, and we're probably going for this Enforcer now. Oh, that's a shame. Alright, anyway, Plasma Sniper Rifle. We're not really looking to use more plasma weaponry in this squad, so we don't need that. Otherwise, this is a decent, good range, high damage, with especially if you can crit with it, weapon. Ares Module. Reduces cooldowns, but we don't really worry about cooldowns very much. Crit and crit damage on this white adaptive sensor. We have a blue one. I don't feel like we need another white one. The circuit's an interesting passive. You do corrosion damage equal to your armor to targets. So this could be given to, for example, now to Gabriel, who would do 5 corruption damage with each blast of the plasma autocannon, because he now has 5 armor. That's interesting. We could give him that and drop like the adaptive sensor. Who cares? We would have another unit that would apply status effects to a target. And he'd put 20 corrosion on a target with every time he fires, thanks to the repeater, adding 1 more shot to the plasma autocannon. I guess that's tempting. You do more crit damage every time you crit, with this stacking up to 200%. Once again, we're not a crit group, so this is not so useful to us. A Bane, the best Bane, because it does the most damage, 15, that's not really that much to write home about. But it does do 20 corrosion damage, 5-turn cooldown on this, 5-turn cooldown on it, yep. It also immobilizes target. This is a long-range broadsword with a much longer cooldown that applies corrosion as well. It's neat. I don't think I have a unit that would want this, though. Well, we would want it, but we don't have room for it, so not taking it. Now that I've seen this is 3 AP again, and we don't have a way to get an extra AP, we could fight for the Dragvendil anyway, and keep an eye open for a +1 action point item. But that +1 action point item is going to either give us plus additional heat, or reduce our max heat. And with 30 heat to self, I don't know if we can afford to take this any longer. So we're going to pass on the Dragvendil, and instead we are going to go for, I guess, the Enforcer? Or the Circuit. If we take the Enforcer, we give it to Michael. He's got something that fires back onto targets, which doesn't really matter. That's not too much damage. He doesn't really benefit from putting stats attacks on enemies. He's got nothing that does that. But it's a 1 action point item that I can use 3 times on his turn if need be. I do think, well, Tim, or you go for the Circuit. If I was to, okay, so let's think. So if I was to give that to Gabriel, I would drop the adaptive sensor for it. $20 guaranteed corrosion. Yeah, I think we do that. If I was to go for that mission. I'm not sure which I want to do though, viewer. They're both. Now that I know I'm not going for this weapon, because we don't have an extra AP, except on Michael, and I won't give him this weapon. This screams to be used with my other units, who, well, they can't use it. So, and we've skipped on to other +1 AP items. I think we had 1 or 2 of them show up in the past. Once again, we could go for this anyway, just hold on to it and hope to find one of those items, but I'd rather make use of the things we see in front of us than plan for the future. Plan for the future is good, but as you saw with the ray gun, it doesn't always pan out very well. The problem with giving the Circuit to Gabriel is that Gabriel often just slaughters things. No one else really has enough armor to make giving that to someone worth it. Okay. We're gonna go for it, repel the assault for the Enforcer. Okay. My mind's made up. We're going here. Let's do it. Multiple infected units are inbound. Combat subroutine successfully started. Okay, so let's try to figure out where they are. I'm looking around to see who can blast on a wall so I don't have to do some awkward snaking. Well, it's going to be awkward snaking. So, what's 30 heat? 30 heat. Let's Mort's gun here. This will let Raphael investigate what's in this room. Some matter. Okay, we're going to go get it. We're going to punch a hole in this room and that wall, and Raphael can explore this area as well after he grabs this. You pick up matter as you pass through it, so we don't want to just end our turn here. We want to keep moving. So let's give us an excuse to check this room out. This looks like a good room to hold as well. We have at least one cooler in here and a repair station. So this will be where we do all our tanking, assuming we have to tank. With that said, we can't really move too far in a different direction. Lucifer, we'll check out this room. More matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's too far away. I'd have to... It's 2 more turns to get that, so we're not going to go for that. 2 matter in that room. But we can't get... can we move here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No. We're not getting... We could try to get these, and then we're slowly moving over here to the squad. I guess we'll begin making our way over there. Okay, let's end our turn. Ooh! Okay, well, we've got enemy squad warping in here, so... and an upgraded suppressor is among them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Lucifer's going to have to move back to help us deal with this. So, oh man. I'm going to break a hole there right now. Move into this room. There is no other matter here. There's another cooler there, so I still would like to fight here. And I want to end my turn near the cooler because I plan on not... I mean, granted, more heat's good on Raphael, but I don't really want to commit to too much heat right away. That's Dominator armor that Suppressor has. So he's got more armor, and I think all damage he's going to be taking is reduced further. Oh, we can check right now. Okay, so he cannot take more than 20 points of damage from any type of damage. We can move... The cooler ends here, so we can move you up a bit. Oh, that stinks. Alright, we're gonna go for this. This is probably a gigantic mistake doing this, but we're gonna do it. They're gonna hang out together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, one of the enemy squads is already here. We don't see it on screen yet. It's probably in this room, or one of these rooms up here. No, they're down here. We have another squad that's warping in. Okay, so... This is armor piercing on the Sentinel. Oh man, the Sentinel can't actually hit us. Oh, we can leave Lucifer there, or rather, we can take some shots with Lucifer here. And I think he'll die next turn. And then Lucifer can move around the corner to be safe. We'll move up just a... Actually, can we reach the Sentinel from here? We cannot. So let's move up just a hair. Immobilize the Sentinel. And I don't want one of these hitting you, Raphael, so we're going to have to move you... I think here is probably best. The Sentinel can't reach you. Looks like we can get both of the matters with Michael right now. So let's use a power bank on Gabriel. And Gabriel can move here. And destroy that. Okay, and that will do. We picked up what looks like about an extra 45 matter or so from this mission, so that's good. Gets us to be over 100. That was a waste using the power bank there. We needed it this turn. Oh, you could reach him. Okay, that's annoying. Just because the Sentinel's still standing up. Mobilize the suppressor and move you behind cover. Heavy Spider, Orion, and a Praetorian MK2. Haven't seen these yet. Basically, it's like a normal Praetorian, has 10 more hit points, does more damage with this Praetorian cannon, and this applies 1 more corrupted data for 2 instead of just 1. So it's going to take 3 rounds for Suppressor to die from Lucifer's AoE. Okay, that will do. Ooh. That's really awkward. Of all the things to attack, Gabriel's not the one I wanted him to hit. Oh, but actually, it doesn't matter. We still have the nullifier on him, so that will work out in the end. This is dying. We can move up Michael and shoot to guarantee that suppressor dies. And then we can use a power bank. Who wants it? Let's see. You cannot hit both of them unless we destroy a wall. Dying, can ignore both of them. How about we do the thing I know I need to do? Oh, well, where I moved him, now I can't use the broadsword, so we'll hope the javelin can kill him. Oh, right, Tim, he also doesn't get a second move range. You forgot about that, so now he's stuck there, outside of the range of everything. Well, actually, no, just within range of this cooler. Okay, that's at least not too terrible. I can't power bank, actually, anyone, because they're all outside of range. So I should have moved Michael up a little bit more. Alright, then we have to deal with these units one at a time. So let's move you over here, Lucifer. Even though this has isolated internals, I'm still expecting that to kill it? Yes, because of the heat. And we'll destroy this heavy spider. Five enemies left. We see what 2 of them are. That matter's going away in 2 turns. We cannot reach it in time. I'd have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, just outside of range. And we can't speed Raphael over there to get it. He's not going to make it. But we will still speed him over here because we... Oh! Change of plans. I see some matter. We're going to go for it. This will likely kill the Praetorian, but might not. I think I want to destroy the Orion, and I think we can do it at the risk of taking quite a bit of heat. No, we did not kill it. I was about to say, those sound like things we haven't heard before. Devastators. Devastator Cannon. Gets +1 damage each turn. No maximum to this. It just gets stronger and stronger each turn. Adaptive Armor reduces the damage it takes by... You can't do more than 40 damage to it. How about that? With any attack. And whenever you hit it with an attack, you get an Unstable Current, which reduces the damage you deal by 5 for each stack. This means that burst weaponry is not the best to use against Devastator because they're going to fall off very quickly after each hit. Thankfully, the Devastator's weapons are very short range. Range 4 on them. Oh, well, that one was out of range. We couldn't get it anyway. I only saw it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We cannot reach that matter. Lucifer is no longer suffering from corrupted data, so we can welding kit him. Heal him and get down some of that heat. I would love it if they're all together and we could use our Acid Splasher against them. Wow, and they are. That's perfect. We don't care about Unstable Current on Lucifer. He doesn't really do any damage anyway. Not flat out. So, let's do that. And then Lucifer can move away. The Plasma Cannon is not going to be very useful here. That said, we still... Oh, nice. We'll still... Oh, actually, we will cleanse that. Right, each turn. But we don't cleanse it as we fire. So, thus we do now 0 damage with our Plasma Autocannon. Interestingly, I thought that it applied its debuff at the end of each shot when you deal damage to the target. It looks like you get the debuff after you fired your weapon in its totality. Huh. If I had known that, no, if we had power, it wouldn't have worked. If you had used your power bank on Gabriel, the second burst would do 0 damage, so. Okay, and Raphael, I guess we'll just move you up. Well, if you're going to position yourselves like that, I will take advantage of that. Devastator is destroyed. Suppressor's destroyed. That's it. Well done, squad. 102 matter and an enforcer. Okay, so we're going to drop the Moritz gun and give the enforcer to Michael. Very little damage. Doesn't crit. But I would be using this to break walls open, assuming of course we're close enough with a range of 5. And it does hit enemies, so this is probably not the best build for Michael, but we're gonna try this and see how well it goes. Look, we got a circuit over here and a Gauss autocannon. My goodness, this is only 2 AP to fire, right? Interesting. Okay, well, anyway, let's go ahead and first let's see what missions are available this time. 113 matter and scavenging tools as a squad upgrade. Get 20 extra matter at the end of each mission. We are over halfway or just have passed the halfway mark for this run. If we had gotten this early, I would have made this a priority, but now it's a nice to have, not the requirement. It is an activate the defense mission, which means this is not too difficult to do to get it, and there's 113 matter present here, so it is tempting, but only if there's not something better. Scavenger nanites. This is the thing I was thinking of when I mentioned a passive item given to Gabriel to improve his burst weaponry, because this is +1 for every single time you fire, assuming you can get it to improve your squad member. That means status effects that deal damage, which we only have on Lucifer, so we don't want a white version of it, and we don't want to rely on well, we could rely on Lucifer's damage to improve Gabriel's damage. Other items are just so-so. We would just vendor this. 100% crit chance if you don't move with any unit that can move. And if you have 2 movements, you get 100% crit chance if you swing between the movements. 100% crit chance if you have movement left. Decent matter, but we're not really relying on crit, so I think we'll pass on this. 2 armor for all of our units. Another repel the assault. This one's normal. That could be useful. 51 matter. Keris sensor. Oh, it's this again. Once again, we're not really using very much crit. This is not too tempting for me. All squad units gain a 2-second move range. Another hard repel the assault. Oh man. Having everyone move a little faster would be really helpful. Although, whatchamacallit won't benefit from this. Raphael, you cannot go over 6 movement, so this would not give him an 8 movement. We have yet another Dragnaville here. The game really wants me to have this. Well, I would need another action point item up here first. Oh, an Achilles module. Does 2 eternal damage and applies, so that's a status effect, and it gives you the same status effect damage up that the filter module does. That's also tempting. Especially because that's 8 stacks of eternal damage if we give this to Gabriel. And the defense matrix, if you're within the AoE of this weapon, you get 3 armor. That's also nice. We got a lot of nice things here. Oh man! We've got like 4 or 5 decent selections. So we're not going to use, well, do you want the Pyreton on Lucifer? Could get rid of his repair gel, give him something that fires back. I was planning on using the overclocking kit with the Dragnaville, but now I don't think we're ever going to be utilizing it. So I think, well, I guess we'll just hold on to it at the moment. Do I want to make this heat sink? No. No. 20 more heat is useful on Raphael, but not useful enough to I'm willing to pay 110 matter for it. Heat to self. But also applies internal damage. I'll lock the autocannon. Okay, so I think we drop the repair gel and put the pyre back on Lucifer. When this fires at enemies, it'll do an additional 50 heat and applies 1 plasma residue. Plus it gives him something he can fire that can actually break down walls. So we'll go back to this at the moment. You know, the reactor's back, but I'm not willing to pay for what I sold for earlier. So no, we're not going to do that. There's a circuit here, but I guess we can lock this. Though I don't intend on actually creating it. Do we give this... Do we fight for this Achilles module? Which turns Gabriel into a real terror. Or do we fight for a golden squad upgrade? Either of these are very nice. I'd probably go for the navigation update to get extra movement. Okay, it's gonna be the Achilles module or the navigation update, but I can't make up my mind, viewer, which means you gotta roll dice. You gotta roll dice. I don't care which of these we get. I think they're both incredibly useful. The armor, the navigation the evasion algorithms is also very nice. As is the defensive matrix, and holding on to this for a potential +1 AP item could be useful. But I think instead we go for what we can make use of right now. So, and if you go for that, by the way, if it ends up the Achilles module is what wins, we could give the adaptive no. I don't have something I would want to drop on Michael. I guess we could drop a repair kit and give him something that actually does damage. We'll think about it. Alright, so let's do it. I have 2 dice, one's purple, one's like a teal color. If the teal wins, we'll go for the Achilles module, which sounds like, for some reason I'm thinking of a heel when I think of Achilles. So teal for Achilles. And the purple wins. That's navigation. Here we go. Purple rolled a 1. Achilles module it is. But this one rolled a 12. Let's look at our squad again. 183 matter. So we should upgrade someone. And that someone should be Raphael, because I like spreading. Well, I like spreading all the upgrades, but hold on a second. Gabriel could give himself the removes all status effects perk, which then allows me to move the nullifier off of him and have an empty slot. Ten max hull, repairs 2 hull each turn, is basically half of these upgrades. You know what? I think I want to do that. Let's do it. We no longer then need the nullifier on Gabriel. Gabriel gets this. It's as if we took half a point in the other 2 slots, kind of. Yeah, we'll go with this at the moment. Now we have a nullifier, free. This is a very powerful thing just to sit around in our inventory. I like someone to use this. But I don't think I've got someone who I can free up a spot to utilize it right now. We don't. That's so weird. I desperately make room for a nullifier on someone. I guess technically Lucifer could have it if I'm willing to drop the pyre I just gave him to have it. But we'll make do without it at the moment. Okay, then we're done. Let's go ahead and fight for that Achilles module. Oh, I thought this was a repel the assault, not a activate the defense. All right, our first activate the defense. These return units will be something. Okay, so sorry, viewer. I keep forgetting to read what the mainframes or master control program is telling us about the mission. Oh, I forgot how much I like this song too. This is great. All right, so right. Well, this is amongst the more easier missions to do. Somewhere on this map are there it is. 2 Centurion units. These will not be targeted by the enemy until they are activated. And we don't have to keep them alive. All we gotta do is get over here and activate them. When we step onto any of these spots, there will be, I think, anywhere from 7 to 9 enemies that warp in. We need to get here, though, before we get the reinforcements spawning in. Let's get started. So, am I going to set up here? Or do we just rush? We don't rush in. Every unit I move down here has a chance to activate this suppressor. So I need to be careful. I don't want to just leave them here, though, so we're going to move them down. Alright, didn't activate it. Okay, we did not activate the suppressor. Let's begin punching some holes. Okay, that's good. We just end our turn. Alright, let's rush in here and deal with these things. I don't want to block this area completely, but we can destroy this wall with Michael. We'll do it. Whoa, good thing we didn't wake up this squad. We had to deal with all this nonsense right away. We also have a sentinel sitting over here that I can't reach. It is more important to deal with this sentinel than anything else, because I don't want this thing running away. It's also got plus 10 armor. Oh my goodness. We don't have range on Lucifer. I guess we can try to ignore it. Can we get lucky and get a crit or 2 on the suppressor? No, we cannot. We did crit once, but we needed to crit a second time. Michael does no appreciative damage to it. Then we'll power bank to kill it. Actually, we could use... Well, Michael's not in range of anything else. We could guarantee it dies, I guess, with Lucifer by shooting here. Nope, it has to be... Oh. We can shoot here. Sure. Guarantees that suppressor dies. Do we run up for the Sentinel? I mean, unless we kill it, the repairman's going to walk over and heal it. So I think we just ignore it, and we just kind of shift our position a little bit. Lucifer, you'll move down here. Okay, that will do. I'm not going to even use the power bank. I don't think we need it this turn. There's nothing really else we're going to be shooting at. A bit awkward that we're surrounded by all these enemy squads also. I guess the good news is we'll have a chance to wipe them out before we hit the Centurion area. Well, the good news is the Sentinel fired at Lucifer. I don't care if Lucifer gets hit by any of his weapons. He's not dealing damage, so we don't have to care about that. The Praetorian moved in a position where I want him to be in, because I would like Gabriel to destroy it. Can we shoot him from here? We cannot. Let's clear a hole here. Actually, wait. Maybe we don't do that. Let's destroy this thing to get out of the way. Lucifer moves down. It does have isolated internals, so we're not killing it right away. Where'd the repairman go? Oh, I don't know where it went. A second power... Do I power bank this? I don't think that's going to matter. You can do 20 damage... 10 damage to it. That's not going to cut it either. Let's move Michael out of the way. Good. Very good. Now we'll power bank Gabriel. Alright. Well, we activated that squad. Guarantees that Sentinel's dead, though. We'll move Raphael around here, because I think the other repairman fled into this room, so I want to catch it. Ooh. Oh, wow, that's annoying that you had that range. Everyone just walked up and fired and ran again. That's really annoying. Okay, so let's destroy the Praetorian. Power bank's on cooldown, right? It is. We can't heal Lucifer. He's got corrupted data on him. Might as well start working on the suppressor. Move Lucifer into cover. Move Gabriel into cover. Move Michael, use a repair kit on Raphael. Charging in with Raphael seems like a bad idea. If I move down here, we'll have to activate this other group also. Move him up one. Oh, right, Tim. You don't do any damage currently because of the negative effects on you from the Sentinel. Okay, let's use a welding kit on Lucifer. We can finally get this annoying repairman. Power bank? Trying to move Gabriel such that I have a... There we go. So if you move here, you can shoot the Sentinel. 1, 2, 3. Where's that again? That's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is just enough room for Gabriel. So I'm gonna move you up one. Gabriel can kill us without using a power bank. So I'll power bank. Really, though, he should fire twice at both of these enemies. So we'll power bank Gabriel. Wow, very good. Lucifer heads down to assist Raphael next round, and Michael cannot move. Alright, Michael, let's have you come down here. You can heal Lucifer. I hate all these sentinels that are flipping everywhere. Accurate MK2. Basically, it's a, has more hit points, slightly, 10 more hit points. Accurate Laser does more damage to start with. I think we move in here and stop him from moving. We don't have ranged repairmen. We'll just ignore it for a round then. And this has been a real slog to get over to this room. I haven't had enemy groups spawn so close together. Normally there's a space between the rooms. I hate you guys. And they all fired on him, because of course they did. Alright, the suppressor is dead when its turn starts. You cleanse the effect, so I'm not too worried. 10 armor on that Sentinel is going to be really annoying. Let's move down here and destroy the Praetorian. No! We will not destroy the Praetorian. We can't power bank. Oh, okay. We're doing that again. Power bank, Raphael. You can then move. And javelin. Yeah, javelin again. Right, that'll have to do. Okay, so we can destroy the Acrid. The Praetorian's dying, so we can ignore it. We'll move Michael over here and use the welding kit. Okay, and that's good. We have... So he'll die. And the Repairman will move up to try to get us next turn. Okay, we can probably just ignore the Repairman another turn and keep moving in this direction. So I think we're going to do that. Actually, we can't do that if I move Michael in this direction, which I need to do. So let's do that, and we'll repair Kit Lucifer. Okay, that's good. No enemies are currently on the board. All we have to do is step on one of these to start the end sequence of this mission. We'll wait one more round to do that. Let's let some more heat fall off Raphael. Okay, so let's see where they're coming in from. Alright, we have 8 enemies, so 2 groups of 4. We have one group spawning in this room. The other's probably down here. Unless they're all over there. I don't think they are, though, so we're gonna move in this direction. They won't move. Not this round. They'll do so next round when the enemies are warped in. I have no control over Centaurians. The AI will use them on its own. That Repairman is so annoying. Because if I put the corruption on the suppressor, and it after it takes heat damage, it's just going to heal it if I would want to use Lucifer. But we could put the status effects on both of these guys, so I think we're still going to do this. Let's power bank Lucifer. He runs up. You see a 4th unit in here somewhere. Another suppressor. Wow! Flat out kills the suppressor. And the Sentinel's almost dead. Can we get the Sentinel? Yes, we can. I'm gonna leave Gabriel on this side to mop up this as it moves forward. Yep. Another Sentinel. Lots of Sentinels. Dominator of armor. Goodness gracious. So much plus armor in this mission. This guy's got extra hit points. Okay, let's move you down here. And we'll use a repair kit on Raphael. So he gets back his movement. But only the first movement, by the way. So he was hit by the suppressor, which applies that debuff. What's it called again? Oh, it's gone off of him. Whatever it's called. Prop damage. Is it prop damage? So, when you cleanse it using a repair kit, you get back the movement of your first move, but you have still lost your second move. So we don't get that back. That was dumb. Should have moved him right up against the suppressor or something. In any case, we will move Raphael back to join the other squad. Speaking of which, can I get the Praetorian? Oh, I gotta move all the way up if I want the Praetorian. I might not kill the Praetorian either, so I think instead we'll just move here. Destroy the Acrid. We're blocking the entrance into this room. Probably why the Sentinels decide to just not bother coming this way. Now, the enemy AI really dislikes the Centurions, so we don't have to worry about our squad being targeted by them. We got prop damage again. That's so frustrating. That's so annoying. Okay, so we can repair kit. Raphael. Will you be able to kill him, Lucifer? No. So we'll power bank. You got the move, so we'll move you here. Power bank. Good. Now you're dead. Technically, I guess I should have just fired on with Raphael rather than let Lucifer get 95 flippin' heat. But it'll be okay. Wow, all those crits. And we needed 4 crits. Interesting. One of these guys should probably fire on the Praetorian. No, they did not. All right. Right, Centurions also fire back on their turn. Though only once. Okay, we repair kit here to cleanse the prop damage again. And we can reach that enemy. Oh, it's a sentinel. That's going to be annoying. Because it's going to just keep shooting and running away. We've won. That isn't the concern. The issue now is how many turns do we have to endure this nonsense for? Let's get rid of a little bit of heat with the welding kit. Good. Good. It's dead next turn. I can just hit end turn when my turn begins. Ended just as the music ended too, which is nice. Alright, nice. Achilles module acquired. We have one more mission to do in this episode. Okay, gotcha. So, well, we know who's getting this. We're giving it to Gabriel, and he'll... That assessment has proven to be useful, hasn't it? That 7 damage, crit for 20 damage, 7 damage. Makes me think we do still want this on him. But this is what we had hoped for. So, we could drop the repair gel off Gabriel, but I kind of like the idea of him having it. So, we'll do this. Another repeater is available. Could give that to Lucifer, but I think we will not do so. All this stuff is okay. We don't really need any of this on anyone. I guess we'll just keep these locked. Actually, we'll drop the circuit. I don't think we're going to produce it. I liked the Enforcer. I thought running around blinking walls was good. This is not a high damage weapon though, not unless we give some crit to Michael, which we're probably not going to do. I did like swapping repair kits, welding kits, and power banks, so I think we'll leave him like this and keep an eye open for a different one-action pointed weapon. With that in mind, we don't need the Moritz gun, and I'm not going to use this overclocking module, I believe, in the end, so we'll get rid of this too. We'll hold on to those other two items at this moment. What mission are we doing? Let's see what's available. A blue overclocking module, plus 3 more min and max damage. More scavenging tools. Navigation upgrades here again. We're probably going for this, because I really want that 2-second move range increase. We do have a Stinger, which is a slightly, arguably better weapon for Michael, but I feel like the navigation update is more of a upgrade for the squad than this would be for one character. Countermeasures is a decent squad upgrade, but we're going to be probably going for this. I feel like this is better. We have more units that aren't having a second move range. If I had one of the units that had a second move range, I would not view this as important as I'm currently viewing it. But we're going to probably go for that. Oh, a Nemesis. Oh. So, Nemesis, 10 heat. Fires 3 times, it's a repeating weapon, not a great deal of damage. We would give this to Lucifer. It fires back up to 2 times per turn, which means it would apply all that heat and plasma residue to a target, thanks to Lucifer's upgrades. This is very tempting to go for. The others are okay. We are not using anyone who's running low on low hit points. The Berserker Cannon isn't so useful. I don't care about a white preloader. I prefer using Lucifer as a burster currently, rather than a single heavy heat dealing unit. So the Incinerator isn't going to be it's not how I'm building him. It's a good weapon. It's a great weapon to be given to the Hellion or whatever this. What's this unit called? I don't know. It's a Lucifer. If I had built him a little differently, if I had taken the overheat, it probably, and not taken this upgrade, a gold Incinerator is great because it applies 5 plasma residue just by hitting a target. Plus 1 plasma residue doesn't really matter at that rate, and it applies 60 heat, which is a good amount. But I think I'm content with what we currently have for him. This is the thing that, oh man, this is a very nice thing to see. Oh man. I think we have another hard choice. I like both of these. I would also drop the Pyre. Technically, Tim, you have something that fires back at opponents already with the Pyre. Maybe we don't need that Nemesis as much. Acid Splasher has +1 range. And the AoE. And Corrosion, which you're going to lose taking the Nemesis. It's all about the heat at that point. I would drop the Acid Splasher. I'd drop the Pyre. for the Nemesis. That would free up an extra spot. Either of these would be good. Okay, but I need to roll again. I need to roll again, viewer. We're going to change out the teal dice. And we'll take a clear yellow dice and see which one wins. All right, purple is once again navigation upgrade. The other one, which I just said, for some reason I can't think of what I just said, will be the Nemesis. Nemesis got a 15, navigation upgrade got an 11, so we're going to fight for the Nemesis. Okay. I think that's a mistake. We're going to go for it anyway. Okay, so we have enough mana we could upgrade Michael. Michael's got the same upgrade down here to remove all SAS effects on himself. Or we could just not do that and hold on to a little more matter to apply one of these to a target. It would be the corrosion upgrade I would take. So whenever one of our units is struck, corrosion would be applied to that target. To the thing that struck us, not ourselves. And that would play nicely with the Achilles module. Though I honestly don't think... Well, actually, yeah, if we drop the Acid Splasher, we're losing corrosion. So that would more or less be guaranteeing, assuming we're taking hits, that the end of that will be powering us up once a turn. So I think we'll go for that. We could take it right now if I was to sell the adaptive sensor. But I don't want to do that. I'm not sure which of these I want to give to Lucifer when we're done. Does this crit? Always crits, but no SAS effect. Okay, so let's do it. We're going to fight for the Nemesis. And we just did this mission type, so we're doing it again. Alright, so I prefer setting up for the first turn than rushing right in. Let's see if we activate enemies. 2 Praetorian MK2s. Okay. Oh, and we woke them up. Okay, well, that's a shame. So let's go ahead and then begin this silliness. Man, that stinks. I was hoping not to do that. Power bank. Lucifer. Raphael, if I just charge you up, we're going to be hit by one of these Praetorians. I'd rather you not take both Praetorian hits. What else is in here? Oh, an Orion with isolated internals on it. Okay, this always sucks. Could just stay here. No, because then everything will move up and hit me anyway. So I think we block this hole with Raphael. And he makes sure he takes all the hits by locking down that suppressor as well. You do not have range. Alright. And the turn. Not a good beginning. Okay. Oh my goodness. Raphael, we need to get you away. Alright, so I guess while you're here, let's guarantee the suppressor dies. And we'll move you out in this direction. Based on where they're placed, we'll hit them with even more heat and corrosion. This Praetorian is destroyed. We used the power bank already. Oh, this is always a mistake, but we're gonna... Well, actually, we can let the Orion exist. I think if it's here, it won't be able to strike Raphael. So we'll move you here. destroyed, destroyed, not hurt yet. We'll move you right down here. And Lucifer, you not move. Let's block. Oh, he might be able to shoot Raphael from this side. Let's see what he decides to do. Okay, Raphael's less than half his hit points. Let's go ahead and repair kit him. We will kill the Orion. We'll get a lot of heat on Gabriel, but it'll be okay. Okay, let's start moving towards our objective. I am going to miss our Acid Splasher. There is no upgraded version of this weapon, by the way. It's always a white version of it. It is a very nice weapon. I will miss it, because it lets me target things kind of in the general area of targets. But I really want the Nemesis, because that's a ton of heat we'll be applying to the targets on his turn. If on the enemy's turn, assuming that the enemy's firing on Lucifer. Alright, let's welding kit. I like keeping both of these on our Michael, so I think that was a good plan. That's probably the next squad that's waking up. We have an upgraded Orion with Dominator armor, of course. Of course. Let's burst a hole in there now. And a repairman. So if I go for this unit, I better kill it. Oh! A different group woke up. Then we need to deal with that unit, this group instead, first. Suppressor with heat damage. Suppressor with armor shredder. One sentinel, one repairman. Okay. I've been bitten too many times now with moving. I want to move Raphael here. A little, or here. But if a suppressor breaks this wall, the sentinel might move up and then have range on Raphael. And I'm just tired of the AI being able to do that. So we're just going to stand here where I don't think we can be targeted by an enemy. I hate you. I hate you so much, AI. For I can't tell what you're able to hit by where you move. I can't do it. All right, that's so frustrating. Okay, so let's move Michael up here and repair kit on Raphael to cleanse him of those negative effects. I want to move him out. I would like to kill that repairman. But I also want Lucifer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna be a little tricky. Who gets power bank of these two. I think we give it to Raphael. Raphael moves up to... We need to move him here if I want to move Lucifer next. And we just kill this repairman. Lucifer moves here. The Sentinel is the target now. It's a good deal of heat damage. Let's move you here. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, that'll do it. 25 damage each shot. My goodness, that Achilles module was worth it on Gabriel. Plus 1 more damage. That's what that red effect is, by the way, when you see it on him. He's getting plus 1 damage because someone else had a sass effect on him. Now he's doing 27. Is it plus 2 damage? I guess he gained plus 1 damage per status effect. And I think he's at max now. Okay, so we can welding kit. Alright, that guarantees that suppressor's dead. This squad's waking up in 2 turns. We should deal with it before we... Oh, we only have 6 turns left though until enemies start respawning. I still think we begin to deal with this squad. Suppressor's dead. You shouldn't wake him up. Oh, that's close. Whenever you scan into the room like that, it means that there was a chance the enemy could have woken up thanks to detecting your sensors. Okay, that will just do. It's gonna be Michael that we have wake up the things, I think. But I want to repair Raphael next turn first. So let's end the turn. I want to cleanse those debuffs off of him. I think I want to do that. Alright, so well, we're going to do it right now. So let's repair kit. I think we'll use the power bank on him. No one else is within range, and charge up here. We had to move up 1 space with Gabriel if I want to shoot the Orion. It's got 10 armor, so we're not likely to kill it flat out. Yeah, it's going to take 2 of us to kill this. We can do that again. Raphael will have a ton of heat on him if we do that again. But he will destroy it. So I think we do it. Look at all that heat. 127. My goodness. Make sure that's destroyed. Okay, the acid splasher is the red, so we can go here. And begin the pain on that suppressor. I'm curious, do we gain any more plus damage on Gabriel? I don't think we do. We do not. Or at least not yet. Hold on. Okay, we did not. So it's plus 1 damage per status effect on any target. So you can more rapidly gain the max damage. I did not realize it worked that way. The suppressor is dead. We can just ignore it. And I want your heat to be reduced. Then let's use a welding kit here. Get rid of some of that heat. And do we activate? No, we wait 1 round. There is no reason to do so right now. We have three more rounds? About to be 3 rounds. Okay, now let's do it. And it should be actually Raphael that touches it. Alright, that activates the Centurions. A single Devastator in this room? No, Sentinel is here and a Imp Acrid. Okay. Ooh. We're actually going to be taking hits from the Devastator. Okay, this will be acceptable. End our turn. Sentinels will activate or begin moving around once enemies are warped in. Okay, so... Oh, I can't hit either of them. Interesting. Let's open up a path. Power bank here, too. Raphael will just move here. We can put you in the way of the Devastator. Just take the hit for us. Oh, but Gabriel's got 5 armor compared to your 2, Raphael, so now you're no longer the tank. And with the ability to cleanse negative effects each turn, we kind of want Gabriel tanking. Lucifer, you can head here. Guarantee this dies. Move here with Michael, destroy this wall. We can welding kit Raphael to get rid of some heat. And wow, that's an incredible range on that javelin. And it's enough damage to kill it. Heat damage on that suppressor. I'm not so worried about that. Good, good. So I think we power bank Gabriel. Oh, we gotta move up a little bit. Let's do that then. I think if we destroy the suppressor, we'll have a line of sight on the Orion. Make sure he doesn't get away. We want to kill him next turn and just end the mission. Alright, and it's over. The Nemesis. Well, I said I wanted it. We fought for it. We're taking it. So the Acid Splasher is coming off. Nemesis is going on. We don't need the Pyre on Lucifer any longer either, which means now we have a choice of which of these I want to give him. More actual damage, a chance, it'll be a 60% chance of doing 4 extra damage per shot, or do we want all negative effects cleansed on Lucifer? I actually wouldn't mind having some heat reduction on him. We don't need to worry about it as much, since this is not as much heat. Oh, but I'm doing things we should do in the next episode in this one. We are done. We just did 3 missions. So guys, we'll stop here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.